Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto noted the 80-20 connection while at the University of Lausanne in 1896. In his first work, Pareto showed that approximately 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. Later, people discovered that this rule also applies to economy, work, and studying, and it was generalized in the Pareto principle. The Pareto principle states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of consequences come from 20% of the causes. Pareto rule is also known as 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is frequently used in business and economics. However, this can be applied to any field, such as wealth distribution, personal finance, spending habits, education, and even in personal relationships. The core of the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, is about identifying the best assets and the most important information to create maximum value. For example, a student should try to identify which parts of a textbook will create the most benefit for an upcoming exam, and focus on those first. This does not imply, however, that the student should ignore the other parts of the textbook. One of the biggest misunderstandings of the Pareto principle is the result of a logical fallacy, namely, that if 20% of inputs are most important, then the other 80% must not be important. Imagine you are building a house, and you built 80% of the house and it took 20% of the time. Clearly, it won't be usable until it is 100% complete. On the other hand, if you know that 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your customers, then it should make sense to focus most of your efforts on serving them first. Again, don't fall into a trap, thinking that it is not important to develop the new customer base and maintain small accounts. In the 1940s, Dr. Joseph Juran applied the 80-20 rule to quality control for business production. He demonstrated that 80% of product defects were caused by 20% of the problems in production methods. By focusing on and reducing the 20% of production problems, a business could increase its overall quality. Juran coined this phenomenon the vital few and the trivial many. Following the Pareto principle, you can learn 80% of what you need, just in 20% of the time. At HK School of Management, our courses are carefully designed to deliver the information you need to succeed at your job or preparation for the exam. At the price of a lunch, you can get access to one of the courses that will help you to open new doors in your career, become a more efficient and proficient leader in your industry, and with 30 days money-back guarantee, there is no risk. If you don't like the course, we will return the money, and you can keep the knowledge. Follow the link in the description below to get a special discount.